from an automotive perspective, there are 9 changes have happened to FMEA, failure mode and effect analysis. Before I go further into it, let's discuss about the structural one. And as you know that failure mode effect analysis largely been managed by AIAG, Automotive Industry Action Group. This is more from the North America and all that. And then we have German and the Britain and all that. Some part of Europe country, they still continue to use largely the VDA version. Now both the version, AIAG 4th edition and VDA 4th volume, they both combined together, got synergized and produced one beautiful FMEA standard, failure mode effect analysis. And here there are more clarity being given, mainly on some of the drawback what we had in the previous version, both the version. Now it has been eliminated. Now we have first edition. Since why it is called first edition, after 4 it should come 5, but you may say wonder that why it is after 4, why it is not 5, why it is 1. The reason is that both AIG and VDA came together. So there are 9 changes happen, and I will walk through in detail in the upcoming video. The first changes is that 7-step approach has been added. What do you mean by 7-step approach? For example, planning, preparation, structural analysis, functional analysis, and then failure analysis, risk analysis, optimization, and result and documentation. Although this concept was there, now it is like 7-step. Number two is that no more RPN, risk priority number. People try to downsize the number, downsize the risk, and underestimate the risk and all that. Now we have action priority with a very interesting logic, like confounded logic. Whether you have severity, occurrence, or detection, any value or high, still you have to take an action. And then from number, people try to, as I said, that downsize the number and downplay the number, everything. Now we have something called the discrete one, low, medium, high, and so on. So no more concept of RPN. Now we have action priority. Number 3 is that strong structural analysis, like block diagram, and then process flow chart is mandatory and all that. That's the third. Functional analysis become mandatory. Any functional analysis, whether you do control plan and FMEA, it became a very mandatory to ensure that this came more from the VDA one asset. And then there is something called MSR, monitoring system response and driver warning. It's something it has been added. It's a joint evolution from both AIG and VDA. And then process flow diagram is the integration part, the input to FMEA. Now it is a mandatory to have a process flow chart. Now we are moving to 7th. SOD almost remains same, severity occurrence detection with just low, medium, high annotation. At the same time, it is also added something called combination also as a S and O and D and S and D. In any of the thing value is high, we have to take an action. A special characteristic, now it has been old model was classification. Now any special characteristic, you have to give a icons and symbol, everything. You have to monitor the critical characteristic of the process, everything. And then prevention focus is more being encouraged. And initially old also was there. Now it has been highly been increased. So these are all the 9 changes that happened. Stay tuned for more detail. Thank you so much.